Namaste guys, this is Ashmita from artsandcraft.blogspot.in and I'm here today to share with you my latest project. This project is dedicated to the design team called from Itsy Bitsy. Itsy Bitsy is one of my favorite craft stores. It was one of the first in the country and it made it possible for me to start scrapbooking because all these goodies that you only saw online were available on their website. So even this chipboard, the chipboard covers that I make are from Itsy Bitsy. So all of my chipboard that you've seen so far in all of my albums are actually from Itsy Bitsy. So that's how much I use their products. So let me jump right into this guy, and first let me just quickly give you a review of all the things that I used. I used the DCWV timeless type stack, the 12 by 12, and this I bought from them. I think last month they were having a huge sale on all of the pattern papers, and I bought this. And look at the gorgeous patterns in here. I think I'm against the light. I can go that way. So what I did was I pulled out one of each, and you'll see in the album how I used all of these. And I just want to quickly show you the die cut. I used all of these postcards and these are so lovely, and obviously the sheet of Polaroids. And where's die cut? There's a sheet of die cuts in here guys, and that's really awesome, and you'll see those all over the project. If only I can find it somewhere towards the end. I think I can't seem to locate it. There it is. So this is the sheet of die cuts. It's got a little folder here, lots of lovely cute little pieces that you can use in your album. So this is what I used as my pattern paper, and I used my Fabriano L Air cardstock as the base of my album. The chipboard, I already told you, I used regular medium weight chipboard for the covers, and I also used a sheet of this glossy black cardstock, and I'll show you how it looks. And this I bought online, so that's what that is. And let me just quickly show you some more of the things that I use. Some of the ATCs from here. This is the Kaiser Craft Life's Treasures journal cards, and then I used some of the envelopes from this, and this is what's called, it's all written in Chinese. I bought it at some one of my local craft stores here. So I used a couple of those, and I'll show you how they look inside. And I also used this Recollections frames pattern paper. This was one whole sheet of frames, and I cut all of them up, and I used a couple of these in the album, and I'll show you this. This again I bought at Itsy Bitsy. So let me quickly start showing you the album, and I'm so excited. This is the front, and of course these hands move because they are stuck with the brad. And you can see I have a laser cut clock piece here, and this again I bought locally here in Kolkata. And so I inked it, then I sprayed it first with golden acrylic, and then I painted it black, and then again I went over with it with vintage photo to get that look. And again I have another die cut piece down there. It's a laser cut. It says Forever, and that's how I named it. And you can see this glossy black cardstock here, and this is the spine. And I just love this corseted type of look. I just decided to go for this in the last minute. So I used this glossy sheet, and I added some of the ribbon here as well to give it a more finished look. So that's the back. And of course these hands I bought when I was over in Singapore. It's from a hobby store. So these are actual clock hands, so you can make a watch out of these. So I intended to use them on an album, obviously. So let me just quickly show you these, and this is my favorite part of this album, all of these lovely charms, and I hope I can show them to you properly. Let me just take it off. So what happens here is there's a clasp here, and you can open this clasp. This clasp gets stuck on one of the wings of the clock, and you can take this off, and you have this lovely charm bracelet, if you can call it. And let me just quickly go over the pieces here. So I have a little glass bottle here, and I fill it up with some sparkles, and I also have tiny little stars in there, if you can't make out. So I have some sequin stars in there as well. And then I have this vintage watch piece from my collection. I collect vintage clock parts, so that's from that one. And then I have a bicycle here, and since the pattern paper also has a bicycle on it, so I have a couple of bicycles going on in the album inside as well. So that I thought that was pretty relevant to have a bike on there. And the next charm says love, and then again I have a little a bird house here, and then one of those bow bunny trinkets, and a little bird with a envelope on its beak. So those are all the charms, and I'm going to post some clear pictures of these on the post as well, so you have a better idea. And let me just quickly start showing you the inside of the album. So this is the first page, and on the inside I created 2 diagonal pockets, and these hold a ton of tags and postcards. So this is the postcard that you saw in the sheet, as well as a shipping tag from the die cut sheet. And this is the little envelope that I was talking about. There was a whole bunch of these in this. So I tuck one right in there, and I'm going to put that back. So, and this folder was also there in the die cut sheets. I just created a folder there. And this again is a little tag from my stash, and on the back there's a little Eiffel Tower. So this is from my collection. And then again some pieces here from the die cut sheet. These 2 little cards, and again a little envelope from this pack here, that envelope pack. And I use a little, my god, I'm drawing a blank, photo frame. Not a photo frame, I forgot what these are called. And I just stuck in a little image of a rose, because there's a rose on the first page, and I stuck this banner under there. So I didn't glue it down all the way through, I just have it on with this one brad here, and these are those bow bunny brads. So these nicely tuck behind this guy. And a book plate. Book plate, these are book plates. I recall them now. So over to this page. This is the first page, and how I designed this was, this has 10 pages in it, and out of the 10 pages 5 of them are envelopes, and these are large envelopes. So I didn't feel like doing anything to this pattern paper, so gorgeous, and I just left it the way it was. And I thought it sort of married off this flower here and this flower here, so it brought that out. So on the next page, let me show you how the envelope works. I didn't embellish much on the envelope either, because I want to add some nice photos on here and some journaling here, so I kind of left it blank. And inside I have 2 photo mats, and these are large photo mats. And what I did was I used my envelope punch board to create these corners, to make them look like stubs, and that came out pretty awesome, I think. So they tuck right in, and all of the envelopes are same, so I won't be pulling out all the tags for those. So on this side you have a piece from the die cut sheet, and this journal card from the Kaisercraft collection that I showed you, and again one of the tags from the photo mats from the collection. And then this again is a large page. You can have a photo here, and this Polaroid is also from the DCWV stack. And I used some decoupage images that I had in my stash. So this again is from one of the papers that I bought at Itsy Bitsy. I can't recall the name. It had a lot of images on it, so I used a couple of images from that collection. I'll post the name of this sheet. I just bought this piece alone, 12 by 12 of images. So this again is a large pocket here, and it has one of those photo mats, and I just packed it up on cardstock. You flip it over, you have a nice belly band and a little flip book for more photos and journaling. And I use a lot of black in my albums because I like to use a white gel pen to write on them. So this is that's the reason why I leave my tags black. I don't put another mat on them for journaling because I go ahead and use a white gel pen. So that's I just love the look of the white on black. So here again you have a Midori style pocket with a little shipping tag from the die cut sheet. And this is again from the die cut sheet of this collection, and I just created this folder from the envelope punch, and I just created this notch, and it's a simple folder for pictures and stuff, and you can add more pictures in this pocket and also do journaling or add some photos here. So on the next page is again this is a little library pocket that I created with the envelope punch board again, and this tag is from, I believe this is from a pink paisley die cut collection, and I'll post that on as well. So this tucks right in, and this little belly band here, and this has a couple of tags, and these are just black on the back. And again I used the punch board to create the shapes on the top. These tuck right back in. And on this side you have one of those die cut, laser cut clock pieces, and this is a smaller one. This is the same one, this is a larger one, and this is how they look when they're not colored, untouched. I just love the way these look, so I didn't feel like distressing it. All you look pretty distressed. All I did was I stuck in a brad right in the center there, and I added those Polaroids underneath here, 2 of those. And then again you have an envelope page, and this is my favorite page in this entire album. And why this is a magnetic board, and these are some of the Bo Bunny trinkets, and they just attach on this because they're metallic. There's a large magnet sheet underneath this pattern paper here, and this is a little printable postcard that I have from my collection. This is from the die cut sheet, and I created these little typewriter buttons from this sheet here, this one. I punched out the little buttons, and I backed them up with black cardstock, and I sandwiched a piece of pin in between those two. So these created these metallic little buttons, so you can move them around and just play with them if you want. Just arrange them the way you want on the page. So I created a couple of those, and I just love how this came out. So you can just add a couple of pictures here and use these charms to hold them down, and just use these little guys to embellish them here and there. So I just love how this turned out. And on the side there's a large pocket here with 2 tags and a little die cut piece from my collection for journaling and stuff. On this side you have I used one of decoupage sheets, and I cut this image out. I thought it went with the collection, so I can't recall the name of this sheet, but I bought it so long ago, so there's no way I'll be able to tell you guys what this was. But I have that down there, and I created a pocket using that, and it has this little envelope from that stash that I showed you earlier, and one of my printable envelopes, postcards, sorry, and they tuck in right there. On the next page On the next page you have two Polaroids stuck in this pocket that I created, and you can have more pictures here and here. And this again, this is one of the frames from that sheet that I said earlier, the recollection sheet. So, and you can use this to tuck something in as well. And this has one of the postcards from the collection. This sticks right in, and of course you can add more pictures. And then this band is also from the die cut. So is this little ticket and both printable postcards. And for some reason seem to have stuck. And this is a large space for a picture. I have no idea why that's got stuck. Never mind, I'll fix that later. And again on this side you have a laser cut butterfly, and I didn't distress it. This is how it came, and I added two Polaroids underneath. I just glued half of it down, and I just love how this turned out. I put a butterfly down here because there was a butterfly on this page, and this one it says dream right down there. So, and in here again there's an envelope with its two photo mats. Here I used this piece from the die cut sheet to create a belly band. I stuck it down with two brads, and I added a large photo mat. And of course you can add more photographs here and here underneath. On this side there's a large belly band with a couple of photo mats and tags and a postcard. This again is a piece from my collection, a die cut. I just loved the way she looked. And this chandelier is from the same collection. I created a little photo frame here so that you can stick in a picture. So I thought that came out pretty neat. And this is a tag pocket, and this tag pulls out. On the back it's plain black, and you can do more journaling. On this side I just left it plain. Of course you can stick something underneath the frame, and this again this frame is from the recollections frame sheet. And this little laser cut is from Itsy Bitsy. I bought this really long ago from the store at Delhi, I believe. And on this original pattern paper there is actually a frame, so this frame coincided exactly with that shape, so I just glued it directly on top of that. And I just love how it came out, really vintage looking. So on this side again you have the large envelope, and here there's a corner pocket, and this is the die cut from the die cut sheet, and more postcards and photo mat. Those go right in. And on this side I really find this cute. So what I did was I created little pockets for these Polaroids, and they pull out, and I added this little laser cut camera that I decoupaged some of the pattern paper on, and I don't have it all the way down, so this little envelope can stick right behind it like that. So I really loved how this came out. And on this side you have a large envelope that I made from one of the sheets, and I used the bow bunny brads to create a pull tie. And there's a large tag in here, and this is how it looks like. So this pulls out, and this is a large photo mat. And in here on this belly band you have these two little tags in here, a bingo card and a little postcard. On the inside you have these two little pockets with Polaroids each, and of course you can use the space for journaling or add more pictures. And on this side you have this frame from again the recollection sheet, and I added 4 eyelets to hold that down. I thought just it added some interest. So this goes in. I'm just gonna do that later. And on this back I just left it blank for a large photo. Here is that bicycle sheet that I said, and doesn't that bicycle look gorgeous? And I just love these papers. These are all glossy accented papers, and I just loved how they resisted their inking. So as you can see, these are all inked, and the ones around are glossy accented. So I just loved how this paper was. And here I added one piece of my laser cut wood lamps, and I thought it looked really neat with the lamp and the bicycle, and it has some Polaroids underneath. And on this side you have again the large envelope, and here again I used one of the laser bicycles, and I just inked this a little bit. And I have some of those Kaisercraft journal tags, and I thought these were really cute because they had bicycles on them and some flowers on the back. Again, this guy, and this is brown on the back, so I thought that went really well. And I just created this little tag here, and these tuck right in like so. And on this side I created a really large flip-flap page, and this die-cut tag is from the sheet from the collection, and it's just a diagonal pocket that I used to keep 2 of these tags in here, and I really love this sheet as well. So, and this flips open this way, and there's a belly band here with a little flip book. And this one you can use for adding pictures and journaling and stuff, and I just use a little bit of my satin ribbon to stitch it together. This goes right in, and then this opens up, and on this side you have a little pocket here for more photos, and it holds a postcard. Again, a little shipping tag from the collection and some Polaroids, and another large pocket here that holds some postcards and a photo mat. So lots and lots of real estate here for journaling and photos. And this is the last page of this album, and I loved this one. So let me just start here. I just used one of those tags from Pink Paisley and some of the tickets that came with it, and this one came from this collection, the Timeless Type Stack. And this here is a slider pocket with 2 really long tags, and these are matted on the back as well, so you can use the backs of this as well. So these go right back in, and on the back you have plain, it's plain for more pictures and stuff. And I have a little ticket here, so you can use this to add more stuff underneath. And on this pocket here I have 2 tags, and I have a little binder clip that holds these 2 together. And this again I use my envelope punch board to create the notch there, and a little postcard. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video and my mini album. It took me more than 2 weeks to get this done, and since I started from scratch, spread some love, please subscribe, and please pray for me that I hope I get in. Thank you so much. Bye bye.